Assalamu alaikum students, hope you all are fine, enjoying good health. In the previous lecture students, you have discussed about the matrix. In today's lecture, we will discuss the types of matrices and exercise 1.2. So first type of matrix is row matrix. A matrix which is having only one row. This is a matrix. And this matrix is having only one row is called row matrix. This is also row matrix because it is having only one row. Column matrix. A matrix which is having only one column is called column matrix. For example, this is a matrix and it is having only one column. This is called column matrix. This is column matrix because it is also having only one column. This type of matrices which are having only one row, only one column, they can be row matrix and column matrix as well. For example, this is having only one row, only one column. This one is having only one column, only one row. So such type of matrices can be row matrix and column matrix as well. Next one is rectangular matrix. A matrix in which the number of rows and column are not equal are rectangular matrix. For example, this is a matrix. In this matrix, there are 3 rows and 2 columns. So, 3 rows, 2 columns. The number of rows and columns are not equal. So, such type of matrix is called rectangular matrix. And a matrix in which the number of rows and columns are equal, in this matrix, there are 2 rows and 2 columns. Such type of matrix are called square matrix. 2 rows equals to 2 columns, in which the number of rows and number of columns are equal are square matrix. Next type of matrix is null or zero matrix. Null or zero matrix, a matrix in which each entry is 0. For example, this is a zero or null matrix. This is also a null or zero matrix. Okay students, the next one is identity matrix. These two are the identity matrix, and the identification of identity matrix is that the diagonal entries must be 1. This is the diagonal, and we can see that in the diagonal the entries are 1. So such type of matrices are called identity matrix. One is diagonal matrix. A square matrix is called the diagonal matrix if at least any one of the entries of the diagonal is non-zero. This is the diagonal, and the diagonal entries must not be 0. For example, in the diagonal 1, 2, 3 is present. They are not the zeros. So this is the diagonal matrix. The diagonal entries are not 0. So this is the diagonal matrix. In the second matrix, 2 entries in the diagonal are non-zero, but still it is the diagonal matrix because the condition is that at least one entry should be non-zero. So this is also a diagonal matrix. In this matrix, in the diagonal only one entry is non-zero, but still it is a diagonal matrix because in the diagonal one entry is non-zero. So this is also the example of diagonal matrix. Next one is scalar matrix. Students, a diagonal matrix is called scalar matrix if all the diagonal entries are same and non-zero. Okay students, scalar matrix, the diagonal entries must be same. A in the diagonal, same alphabet is present. So this is a scalar matrix. Here in the diagonal same number is present, so this is also a scalar matrix. But there are two conditions in the scalar matrix, students, that these diagonal entries must not be equal to 1 and 0. Means these entries cannot be 0 and 1. So such type of matrices are called scalar matrices. Okay student, why the diagonal entries should not be equal to 1 or 0? Because if the diagonal entries are 1, so it will become identity matrix, which is also called unit matrix. And if the diagonal entries are 0, then it will be null matrix or 0 matrix. So the scalar matrix, in the scalar matrix, the diagonal entries should not be equal to 1 or 0. Okay students, we are going to start exercise 1.2. Question 1 is, from the following matrices identify unit matrices, row matrices, column matrices and null matrices. First one is having all the entries 0, so this matrix is null matrix. In the B matrix there is only one row, so this is the row matrix. In the third one there is only one column, so this is the column matrix. In this matrix are 1, so this matrix is unit matrix, and the second name of unit matrix is identity matrix. So this is the unit or identity matrix. This one is having only one row, only one column. You can say that this is row matrix, this is column matrix, and the entry is 0. So you can also say that this is the null matrix. This one is having only one column, so this is the column matrix. Okay students, now see question number 2. It is, from the following matrices identify square matrices, row matrices, identity matrices, rectangular matrices, column matrices and null matrices. Okay student, the first one, in this matrix the number of rows and the number of columns are not equal, so this one is the rectangular matrix. In the second one, firstly this is a rectangular matrix because there is only one column and 3 rows, so number of rows and columns are not equal, so this is the rectangular matrix. Also there is only one column, so we can say that this is the column matrix as well. Third one, the number of rows and the number of columns are equal, the number of rows and columns are equal, so this one is square matrix. Okay students, in the fourth one the number of rows and columns are again equal, so this one is also square matrix. Fifth one is rectangular matrix because the number of rows and columns are not equal. Sixth one is row matrix because it is having only one row. Seventh one is rectangular matrix because the number of rows and number of columns are not equal. Also it is a column matrix because it is having only one column. Eighth one is having number of rows 3 and number of columns 3, so the number of rows and column are equal, this one is square matrix. And ninth one is the null matrix because all the entries are 0. Okay student, the next one is question 3. From the following matrices identify diagonal, scalar and unit matrices. Firstly student, you can say that in all the matrix the diagonal entries are non-zero, so they all are the diagonal matrices. So all the matrix you can see that these are the diagonal matrices. In the D matrix only one diagonal entry is non-zero, but still it is the diagonal matrix because the condition for the diagonal matrix is that at least one entry should be non-zero in the diagonal. Students, you can see that the matrix A and E are the scalar matrices because the diagonal entries are same. 5 minus 3 is 2, 1 plus 1 is 2. So this is 2 and this is also 2. So these two matrices are having, A and E matrix are having the diagonal entries same. So these two are called the scalar matrices. What is the condition of scalar matrices? That the diagonal entries must be same and they must neither be 1 nor 0. So these two are the scalar matrices. Okay, C matrix is remaining. You can see that the entries in this matrix are 1 0 0 1. The diagonal entries are 1, so this is the unit or identity matrix. Question number 4 is student find the negative of the matrices A, B, C, D and E. This is A matrix. So how you will find the negative of this matrix? You will write it as minus A equals to, change the sign of these entries. This is 1, it will become minus 1. 0 will never be negative, so minus 1, 0 and it will be plus 1. So negative of A will be equal to minus 1, 0, plus 1. On this pattern, students, you can solve all these parts. Student, next is transpose of a matrix. How you will find out the transpose? By changing the rows into column or the columns into rows. For example, question number 5 of your exercise 1.2, I am taking the transpose of part C. C is equals to 1 2 3 2 minus 1 0, 2 minus 1 0. This is a matrix C. How you will find out its transpose? You will write it as C transpose is equals to, when you will take the transpose, this is a row, make it a column. It will be like this. This is a row, make it column. This is a row, write it in the column. So in this way you can find out the transpose. There is another way to find out the transpose, that you can change the column into the row, or this is a column, make it row. This is a column, make it row. You have seen that whether you will change the row into the column or column into the row, your answer will be same. So in this way you can find out the transpose. Student, question number 6 on your book is verify that if A is this and B is this, then A transpose whole transpose equals to A. This is the matrix A. So you have to take the transpose of this matrix 2 times and your answer should be equal to the same transpose. This is A. A transpose will be equal to 1 2 0 1, and when you take its transpose 2 times, when you again take its transpose, it will be 1 0 2 1, and it is equals to the again the same matrix which is given in the question. It means it is proof that A transpose whole transpose is equals to A. Okay students, so that was all about your exercise 1.2. Hope you understood this well. Thank you so much.